We's the F, baby, and the F is Feliz Navidad. Anyways, Lil Wayne, We's the F, baby. He said something that was really interesting that I wanted to talk about because, honestly, I could potentially see him being one of the only ones that fits this category. So let's go over what he's talking about. Lil Wayne has compared himself to the NBA icon LeBron James, pointing out more similarities between their careers than just talent. In an interview with Bleacher Report, Weezy was asked to define himself in terms of an NBA star who has become known for a particular speciality. The former Cash Money child star responded by breaking down exactly what puts him in the same lane as LeBron James. This is what he said. Let's play the clip.
What are you in the rap game? What do you do the best?
Me. I do me the best. I would say that I'm like a LeBron. Yeah, you know, the Phenom. I dropped my first solo album when I was 14. And that's the same album I'm talking about that went platinum. So the Phenom that came out, and I stuck some that came out. And I've been doing this at this pace of higher ever since, just like him. And you kind of still, right now, today, is kind of like, it's so crazy that, you remember Tom Brady remember every year was still, even though he was winning the Super Bowl and all that, it still was, is this the year he's going to retire? Is this the year he's going to retire? We don't even say that, because we don't want you to retire,
Yeah,
bro.
we want you to stay forever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I kind of look at that as when people ask me, like, when the Carter 6 coming out? I'm like, God damn it, that's 6 of them. And they still want it. And that's how I look at that, you know what I mean? So
I am so happy that you explained it in that way, because I had this thought today that I feel like people don't realize that you were one of the first, like, young stars that actually became a superstar, that you have done this your whole life. And I think about LeBron, I think about Serena, and the ways that you all met the expectation, but then exceeded the expectation. And it is very rare to become the person that you're supposed to become. Do you ever sit and think about that?
Definitely, because being that person you was talking about, you in your head, you can only imagine what the person you set to be. I don't think we ever, you know, even if we do get to that person, we automatically set another person. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the reason why I still work the way I work every day. And also, from coming from so young back then, I think the longevity thing was the approach, you know, because we knew not to approach it that way, you know, because I was literally the same age and stuff as Lil Bow Wow and Lil Romeo and stuff, you know, like I had shows and but I'm not about to get on here and talk about what they talk about. I'm gonna talk about what's real to me. And it was already adult conversation, you know, and so it already made me, that's my meaning. So therefore, if I'm starting off here and I'm only 14, I got time to make it to an adult, actually.
Yeah,
and
100%.
And start meaning what I say.
I agree with majority of this, because the only thing I don't, so I agree with the longevity aspect. I think Lil Wayne still amazes people with verses. He's dropped verses this year that even on social media made people say, whoa, like Wayne just keeps getting better and better. And LeBron right now in his career at year 21, age 38, 39, whatever he's going on, age 40 right now at this point, is still doing as good, if not better, than he was when he was younger. So I understand that longevity aspect. One thing that I do disagree with, though, is he said, when LeBron first came, it was all this hype. And then when I came, his first platinum album, there wasn't a lot of hype when Lil Wayne first dropped. Let's get that out the way. That is not the same comparison. LeBron was literally named like the chosen one and was hyped as this guy that's going to be the greatest of all time. He lived up to all that hype. Same with Lil Wayne, but he wasn't hyped. Like Lil Wayne out the gate didn't have a buzz. So when I think about LeBron and I think about that crazy buzz out the gate, I think of Drake. Drake had this crazy buzz out the gate, dropped first album, has continued and continuously dominated throughout all these years. I can compare Drake more to LeBron than I can compare, Lil Wayne to LeBron. I can compare Kobe to Lil Wayne more because Kobe didn't even start out as a starter initially, and he didn't have this insane buzz, that was going on. But Kobe was a great player starting out, but then eventually he got to this point where he turned into the greatness that he is. And I think that follows more of Wayne's path. Because Kobe down the line, started to slowly fall off. Wayne slowly started to fall off as well. LeBron's still at the top and started with a huge buzz, and that's Drake right now. Still at the top, started with huge buzz. I think Drake and LeBron match more than Kobe and Lil Wayne. I love talking about basketball and music, as you can tell. So Kobe and Lil Wayne match a little bit more. But he's right, man. People still asking for new albums for Lil Wayne. I don't have as much interest. I do think a lot of the verses he's dropped this year, he killed, which is going to be featured on one of my lists as well, because Wayne has that ability to still deliver insane verses, which is hard to do after all these years of rapping and putting words together. It's very hard to do. So I would say Drake is the little LeBron James. I would give Drake LeBron James because their career paths make sense. When people expected Drake to fall off, he didn't. When people expected LeBron to fall off, he didn't. They're still at the top of their game. Don't look at championship. I know people are going to say, oh, he hasn't won a championship and he won this bubble ring championship and LeBron's. Just look at the stats, the statistics. He's dropping higher field goal percentages right now in his career than he did when he was an MVP in 2008. And he's way older. There are moments where they're like, yo, he's going to slow down. He's going to fall off. He's not going to average 20 points anymore. He's going to average 15. He's going to be slow. He's going to have a low field goal. He's not going to be able to shoot. He's not going to be able to move. Yeah, on defense, he ain't what he used to be. But, he's old in terms of NBA terms. He's not really that old in real life, like in regular life terms. So, yeah, interesting, man. I just like that Lil Wayne looks at himself like that. It's really dope. Really cool of him to say, too. Great comparison, but I think he fits more with Kobe. And plus, he has that song, Kobe on my shirt. Too far, I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest. Whatever that song is. I forget the fucking title of it, but he's shouting out to Kobe. That song is all over 2K24, by the way. That song constantly plays. I'm the greatest on the earth, and he's the greatest on the court. Some shit like that. We said, baby.